Yeah, this, you know, if there's a semblance of quiet, I promise you it'll be worthwhile. I mean, at least I'll try my best to make it worthwhile. This is from my new book of diaries called Forced Entries. It's called The Day at the Races. The French call them papillons d'amour, that is, the butterflies of love. I call them crabs, the tiny parasites of crotch. Jenny Ann noticed them first. Last night she snagged one as it broke loose from the camouflage of a jet black pubic underbrush and slowly tried to patrol the crevice of a scar from a past Caesarean birth, like some scout soldier traversing a trench. She seized it hostage, placing it in a specimen jar, and proceeded through deep infiltration to raid the hirsute main camp. At first taking more prisoners and proceeding to a harsher, yet more expedient tactic of strict search and destroy. She arrived at my room in the Chelsea Hotel this morning with jar in hand. After a short briefing, she removed from her bag a pocket flashlight and magnifying glass. I was ordered to remove my pants. The search began immediately with a great enthusiasm and vigor on her part as well as mine. My strawberry blonde pubic hair made the job from a visual standpoint to snap, so to speak. I was skeptical, however, that I could be a carrier of said invaders. Listen, you're wasting your time, dear. I'm completely clean, I offered patiently. Oh yeah? Well, what's that there? She replied. It's a tiny little blackhead is all. I peered closely with the glass. Well, it's a fucking slowly moving blackhead then. Here, check that sucker out. She was right. I was shocked. I felt hygiene deficient. I wondered who gave what to whom, but no sense looking for blame now. We were in this together. It felt sort of sweet, actually, sharing such an affliction. I held still as Jenny Ann removed the visible parties. It hurt a bit. They had burrowed deep into the pores. Apparently, we had been the hosts of a tenacious strain. Finally, she resorted to tweezers, depositing the captives in a separate jar which had a picture of a beaming baby's face on it and was labeled stewed carrots. I asked her why she was saving the little buggers, which on close examination did indeed bear an uncanny resemblance to the common crab. As far as the French are concerned, I can say in all honesty that not even Nabokov has ever seen a butterfly that looked remotely like these creatures. You'll see, she answered. Here, just let me rub in some of this lotion I borrowed from Robert. It was a wonderful manner by which to be medicated. My cock quickly stood erect, which was fortunate because we discovered two stragglers hiding beneath the base of it. With the application done, Jenny Ann removed one of the resonance of her jar. Now, you pick one, she looked over. Make sure he's a lively type. We're gonna have a race. I picked out this trooper who had been circling restlessly around the bottom of the jar. We took a long sheet of drawing paper from Jenny's art portfolio and drew a line down the center. The first race was a 12-inch sprint. We laid down the paper so that our pubic hair awaited at the finish line as an incentive. My crab ran like a fucking fix, falling off the edge halfway through the race. Jenny's was in tip-top form, however. It came in clocked at 23 minutes. We spent the next hour establishing the best of our respective stables and enjoyed the rest of the day at the races. God, what a woman who can turn an ailment into a viable recreation. Gonna read, it's called Times Square's Cage. I'm just gonna read like a fragment from it here. I still vividly recall, like the first night I spent alone in Times Square. I must have been 12, it's before I started the basketball diaries even. I remember following this one whore through the late hours as she moved like a trawler through the currents of deals denied for short green. I was on her like a mutt puppy, always keeping this valve of safe retreat 1/4 block long. I was more threatened by her than any stray pimps who would no doubt consider me a heat-seeking pest at most. She was enormous, over 6'3", easily, including naturally her 4-inch heels, which I thought inviolate, never, never to be removed. Her breasts were crawling like some sea life from an unchartable depth out of a black bra, the bra beneath the dress, which was so short that as I faked lacing my sneakers, crouching down on one knee, I could clearly see revealed the connection of her black seam stockings and her red garters, like two deadly circuits fused to activate a device of total annihilation. A vial of mascara must have been emptied on those eyes. The whole effect, the body, the dress, and makeup, was as if someone had placed a Rubens portrait at the bottom of a cesspool. And after centuries of strangeness and decay, among the stillness of vile things and vile notions, some chance lightning hit, and out of it she was risen, delivered onto these streets in a pink Cadillac. And she walks and walks because there is nobody who can ever make her price.